Zane Gonzalez ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. Taken from about the 12. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns, excellent job on that play. A big, big loss, 18 yards. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers been able to find Allen Lazard. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps. It cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He gets this to Davante Adams. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Packers.
Well, Davante Adams, he's a great volume receiver. Here, he's able to do some pretty nifty work after the catch.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch. And that one wound up in the end zone.
Rodgers will throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Here's Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Rodgers. Flush to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. This is McCaffrey on the give. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold.
Oh, look at the catch there by Moore.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Faking the give, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold.
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Now they are going for it. Darnold. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Again, Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Tremble, 40 yards. And the Panthers are a 2-point conversion away from tying up this football game.
Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for 2 here.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 8-6 the score after 1. Gonzalez now to kick this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decided.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Packers.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, Christian McCaffrey is as tough to bring down as they come at the running back position, and he proved it right there.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the 45-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in his first half of action. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
typically we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's good for a first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Play action. It's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Pulls it in at the 13.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the clock reads 30 seconds to go, so really not a whole lot of time to speak of. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On second and 10, Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing
equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Darnold. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. McCaffrey. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers on the run. He'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. After the interception, here's Darnold.
Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey
from 17 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And that is caught for the 2 points. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers
Throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tonyan.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right. And it's complete to Adams. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Touchdown! It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here.
And he won't be able to get the football away. He's going to be sacked. So they're unable to add on to their lead. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players and somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. On any explosive run. You can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
To throw is Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Back to throw, Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
This is caught, and he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Extra point up and good by Crosby. They will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
Well, we were on hand for a a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.